So here we are for another episode of the Blotter Podcast. We're going to try us a new type of episode tonight. We're going to do a show and tell episode. We've all been listening to, I'm guessing something different. Yeah.
We're about to find out.
No, none of us know what each other's been listening to. So we're going to do a presentation on whatever we've been rocking to. Yeah, little surprise. I got voted to go first, so I'm just going to go ahead and
you do.
Dive into it. For my show and tell, I have the System of a Down out double album, Hypnotize and Mesmerize.
Nice.
Now they can be, you can enjoy them separately, but and they were released separately, but they're overall it's a double album. And one of the cool things, I actually have it with me. For anyone that's actually watching it, they can see it. Anyone listening, you should out of luck. But I have the album here.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool because it is it's actually two separate ones. And when if you bought both of them, they actually slid into each other.
Yeah.
To
become the double album. Yeah. Yeah. I always thought that was really cool.
That is cool. It's good.
Yeah. Very cool artwork. I really like the artwork. It's actually all the art was done by the guitar player Darren Malakian. His father actually did all the artwork for both albums, so I thought that was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. They did the double. It's the only System of a Down double album. They did it as a. They wanted it was Serge's idea to do it as a double album because when they did Toxicity, after Toxicity came out, they had a bunch of like shitty demo leaks that people had put out, not them, and they were pissed off because like, man, that just sounds like shit. Like it's not even done. So that's why they would wind up doing the album, Steal This Album, which was the one before this. So that's why they did the double album. So they didn't have any shitty leaks.
Right.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool.
Shitty leaks.
Shitty leaks. It's like WikiLeaks, but worse.
Yeah, shitty links.
As with every System of a Down album, it's very politically charged. I was actually listening. The reason I was listening to this album is because the singer Serj Tankian actually put out a book last month, I believe. It's called Down with the System, and it was pretty. System of a Down is one of those bands. They're very divisive. Like you either really like them or you really don't.
I was literally about to say either love them or you hate them.
Like
not really
in
between band. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
it's like there's no real, casual System of a Down fan. Like you don't just casually listen to them.
Yeah, exactly.
But a lot of that is kind of explained in Serge's book. Like he's like, dude, we were always fucking playing weird shit. Like that was just how it was.
Yeah.
It's actually a really good book. It's for anyone that doesn't know, they're all Armenian from Armenian
I didn't know that.
heritage. Yeah. I think the only one born in America was the guitar player, but his parents were also Armenian. And this album, or both albums, came out probably the height of the Iraq War. And they've always been very politically charged. Lots of activism, like against war and shit. That's why the song BYOB is one of the main ones that everyone thinks about. That's probably one of their most popular songs. And it's also one of my favorite songs on the album.
Yeah, I was about to say, I remember when that came out.
Yeah.
My mom actually
controversial.
As a newer band when they came out, my mom, that was like her favorite newer band, and
Right.
I don't know if y'all remember my dad's old Silverado. It had the big like system in it, and we we went to the store or something. She had that shit blasting.
Yeah, man.
So it was awesome. It was awesome. Just double
Yeah,
bass.
they play very weird music.
I remember.
It's a very strange.
I remember Dad fucking. We were riding in his Blazer, that old fucking burgundy Blazer he had. I know Jimbo remembers it. And
No.
Yeah,
I can't remember what System of a Down song came on, but I just remember they said, "This is a new single from System of a Down," and they said the song name like it was so long ago. I can't remember what song it was, but I remember them saying that because I remember when it started playing. Dad was like, "What the fuck is this?" He was just like driving along. And he was like looking at like me and my brother. He said, "What the fuck is this?" It was like what he said. He says like fucking Frank Zappa singing for Metallica, fucking, and then like he fucking changed the channel. Like,
Yeah,
I'll never forget that. That was like the first time I ever recall hearing System of a Down. It was like 10 seconds, and Dad comparing them to fucking Frank Zappa and Metallica.
You know, it's funny you say that because Serge actually said that's one of his. He wanted to write music like Frank Zappa. Like it was actually one of his
Makes a lot of
influences.
sense.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I just say it.
yeah, very interesting guy. If you ever check out his book.
I love Frank Zappa.
Yeah, couple of my favorite songs off of him: "Dreaming," BYOB, "Hypnotize," "Holy Mountains," and "Question" are some of my highlights for it. They're very. It's. I like bands with a lot of different influences, and they injected it in their music. You know, because they got like that. It's that new metal sound. It's a heavy. Everyone, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Detuned guitars. You know, everything's real heavy, but then they like jump into like a polka beat.
Yeah.
You know, I love when bands like jump around like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
like
didn't
swing
just have
to it.
breakdowns. They had like
Oh, well, they had breakdowns, but it was like
What do they call it? Like
Yeah.
it's like an not introverse or something. I don't know. I'm speaking out my ass now. There's a word for it where it goes into like a completely different realm of music. I can't think of the word. There's a word
I have
for
no
it.
idea.
There is a word for it.
All I can think is segue.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Yeah, segue.
Yeah. Yeah, but a lot of that stuff comes from the Armenian roots.
Hell yeah.
It's like a lot of it's like Armenian folk songs that they listened to when they were kids, kind of shit.
right on.
Little backstory on that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so I always like Darren Malakian and Serge Tankian. They always had it's like a writing duo.
There you go.
Just about, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like silly and serious and like political and comical all at the same time. And like kind of complement each other.
Yeah.
I always thought that was cool. And most of their albums were produced by Rick Rubin. Like Rick Rubin's. Yeah, Rick Rubin's been
nice.
Been on record saying that he really enjoys working with System of a Down because they just fucking crack him up. There's some pretty good stories about him in the book.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Both albums topped the Billboard charts in 2005. They released them about 6 months apart. One in May, one in November. And they both went #1 like instantly. So
Damn.
I think people forget like just how popular they were. Because I mean, you know, it's been 20 years since this was their last album.
Oh yeah.
So that they haven't came out with another one.
I was about to say, I remember when Chop Suey come
they're
out.
pretty popular.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean?
definitely.
Yeah, but they don't they really don't tour per se because it's actually all Serge. He doesn't like touring. Like he fucked up his back or something on a tour, and it's never been the same, and he just can't.
Never been the same.
Yeah, it's never been the same. He just
Still
can't
in
do
the
it.
I've seen System of a Down.
Awesome.
Didn't really pay attention to them. It was one of them big festivals, so I was like,
piece of work.
They were way over here, and I was like in the middle. So you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. What can you do? What can you do?
At the back. I mean, so I was just. It was kind of like having a really loud radio for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mhm.
I can't remember what the fuck we were doing, but it was like me and Seth and a bunch of other fucking people. I think it was like Ozfest or something.
Yeah, they did
I
a couple Ozfest tours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
what's
just
up.
remember they didn't suck. That's all I remember.
They
Fucking, you know?
to me they suck the way Primus sucks, and that's kind of Primus's like motto is we're Primus and we suck.
Right.
You know
Well,
what like they rock it. You know what I mean?
They're
I
talented
mean,
though.
I know, like I've seen so many live concerts that I will say, sometimes it's really hard to judge a band at a festival.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, they get a
but-
limited time. They
I've
can't, you
been-
know,
well,
they
I've
can't go
also
all
been to
out.
As long to me, it's all about the energy.
I've also been to
Mhm.
festivals where just every single band, the sound quality sucked, and you're like, there's
Yeah.
no way 8 bands came here and all sounded like fucking, you know what I mean? Like their mix
Garbage.
was off and everything. Like
Yeah.
you got to
Mhm.
chalk that
Yeah,
up to PA, sound guys, you know, all that. shit.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was
No.
just one band, you'd be like, yeah, you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's, I've always tried not to criticize bands if they weren't, you know, up to par and you know what I mean? Which like I
Yeah.
said, System
Yeah.
of a Down, I remember they didn't suck, so that was a plus. Like,
Yeah, like I said,
but I
energy,
also
man.
weren't like paying attention to it enough to be like, oh yeah, it was a great fucking show. Woo! You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. In Serge's book, he talks about his favorite memory from the Ozfest tours. He said he walked backstage one time and he saw Lemmy from Motorhead like passed
Hey.
out in a lawn chair wearing a Speedo in front of his trailer.
Damn. Hell yeah.
And
That's
he
why
was just like, yo,
Lemmy is God.
yeah, Lemmy's the man. That's rock and roll,
Jesus.
brother.
Let me
No,
tell
very
you,
good
like,
book. I recommend
real
it. Very good. I like the albums too. Yeah, man. I would definitely go check it out.
Timmy, it's my turn. Let me get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah, you're fine.
Go ahead, Timmy.
Yeah, I was just
You're
wrapping
fired.
up.
real quick.
Yeah,
Fired.
no, it's all good. Anyway, so I passed the
Baton.
baton. Yeah,
The
we'll go with baton.
microphone.
I was thinking the feather. You know?
You're thinking too hard.
I really thought
Yeah.
you were going to say torch, but you know.
That would have been better.
Yeah,
Okay.
one of y'all need a water bottle
we-
or I hand the water bottle and it comes through
we
the
go-
screen.
We going
Ah,
to
that'd be
me.
perfect.
Is it
Yeah,
my
Timmy.
turn?
It's all you, brother.
All right.
What
I
have you
wanna
been
talk-
listening
to?
I want to talk about
Yes,
the
cousin.
new Kanye album. No. Save that for
Bring in the
next- for another-
controversy.
Yeah, for another
We don't
episode.
we don't judge, cousin. We don't judge.
I have been listening to a lot of stuff, but the last 2
Me too.
weeks, heavy rotation. I have been listening to
Okay.
I want to say this is probably the all-time. I think this is his most selling album, and I actually have
Ooh.
the album itself, so I grabbed it. There's the Gatefold, 3 million sold in the U.S. when it came out.
Is it Ted Nugent?
Cat
Yep.
Ah,
Fever,
Ted Nugent.
baby. Yeah,
Nice.
And Tad
Ted Nugent.
There's the back of it.
Tad Nugent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cat Scratch
Yeah.
Fever.
Yeah.
Killer.
This was the follow-up to Free For All album.
Wow, nice.
And this was the return of Derek St. Holmes. He's the guy that you hear like singing Stranglehold and shit.
Yeah. Dude, I love him. That's my dude.
He left during the Free For All recordings and came back for Cat Scratch Fever. This was released in '77, and like I said, it sold like 3 million in the U.S. Sold
Hell
a
yeah.
million in Canada, and went gold in a couple other fucking countries and shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Hell yeah.
to me, if we don't count the live album, because it was like the first
What,
Ted
Double
Nugent
Gonzo?
album. Yeah, the double live Gonzo. If we don't count that, I want to say this was like his 4th album, and to me,
Okay.
this was because everybody will tell you that the first album was the best album, and that album is a great album. But Cat Scratch Fever to me is just as good, if not better. And like I love Free for All. I love I'm a fucking Ted Nugent fan. Fucking,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? And fucking anyway, it was released in 1977. So
That was a good year.
May 13th of 77, man. And it's got like Cat Scratch Fever, Wang Dang, Sweet Poontang, Death by Misadventure, Live It Up, Homebound, which is a great fucking instrumental, by the way. Homebound is fucking awesome. That's actually one of my favorite songs on the album. And, Working Hard, Playing Hard, Sweet Sally, 1,000 Knives, Fist Fighting Son of a Gun, Out of Control, another one of my favorite Ted Nugent songs.
Hell
And
yeah.
like I said, it was goddamn, man. I mean, come on. Cat Scratch Fever. The name of the album, the lead off song on the album. That goddamn song kills, man. And I must say,
Man, what a lead off.
Pantera did a stellar cover of that song too, by the way.
Yeah.
You're on to something now. They did.
But, Cat Scratch Fever.
Fucking nailed it.
And then it goes right into Wang Dang Sweet Poontang, which fucking
I love that song.
Live,
fucking awesome.
I seen Ted Nugent live, dude, and that was an amazing fucking song. Like it's a little, teenage-ish, basically just one of the many ways he sings about pussy. I mean, I just come right out
of course.
And say it, fucking, He's Ted Nugent.
As if you had
fucking
to.
sex addict, you know what I mean?
Makes the world go round,
Fucking.
Procreating. All that
And
good.
Now, let me ask you, Timmy, does he still have like the same band? Or any of the same band members?
No, the guy I don't I'm not just trying to show off my album, although I was shocked I found it. Like I was like
that quick?
Yeah.
He was about to be in there 20 minutes.
Like, where is it?
Oh, that's what he got up for.
See.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. He got up like, "Ooh, Jimbo showed his CDs. I'm gonna show my records."
Okay, Derek St. Holmes. Derek St. Holmes still plays on and off with him, but he has a bunch of. He has another project he does because like the tour.
That's the guitar player and singer, right?
Yeah,
dude, I love that guy. That guy. If you ever watched the Netflix thing,
the tour
they got him in
before
there.
I saw.
Yeah.
Derek St. Holmes was playing with him. And then, like, the tour right before I saw it, and then Derek St. Holmes was going on tour with somebody else, and then Ted Nugent come back. So he was a three-piece. So Derek's been, like, in and out of the band.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Clive
he was on Hired Guns. That's what it was.
Yeah.
On Netflix. That's how I like
Cliff Davies was the drummer for pretty much all of Ted Nugent stuff up until he went and did the Damn Yankee stuff. He died. He fucking went crazy, shot himself in his backyard.
Dang.
Yeah, but now the bass player, I don't know.
You guys hit me like that.
I don't know what happened to Rob. I think it was Rob Grange. I think. Let me fucking look real quick. I don't want to tell no lies here. Yeah, Rob Grange. I don't know what happened to him because I think he was on.
He said, "Give me that check."
I think he was on Free for All. And he might have been on the album after this. I can't quite remember. But sometime between this album and Weekend Warriors, I believe, where like the guitar is turning into the shotgun.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
That's the one. I think that's the one after this. But anyway, by the time he got to Little Miss Dangerous in like 1980, 1981, I know Rob and Derek weren't with him.
Right.
And he started, from what I understand, little backstory real quick is like, I know Derek and maybe it was the bass player were kind of, it was the Alice Cooper effect. You know what I mean? Like a lot of them bands, like Ted Nugent was the spotlight, the show, even when he weren't singing, and they wanted it to be less wearing a fucking, loincloth and riding a buffalo on stage and fucking shooting a flaming guitar with a bow across stage and more about the music. like the Alice Cooper
Right.
band did with Alice Cooper. You know what I mean?
Less theatrics.
Yeah, they wanted to be more about music, and because if you
we're
look
rock and roll,
at
man.
the first album, and we can do a whole Ted Nugent episode, later and discuss.
Oh,
all that
I'm
shit
sure we
in
will
detail.
eventually.
But
Got to.
at the first album, you had Derek singing like 7 songs. By this album, I believe Ted sings like out of 10, he sings like at least 5 or 6. You know what I mean? So he had more vocal range. I do know that
I
Ted
got you.
Nugent did not come up with the name Cat Scratch Fever. I will say that. Sandra Nugent, I believe that was his first wife, is the one that actually came. She's actually credited in the album. She's the one that came up with the name Cat Scratch Fever.
That's what's up.
Because he was reading about it, and they were talking about it. She's like, yeah, cat scratch fever, it's that disease you get when cats are infected and shit, and it fucking swells up your lymph nodes and all kinds of shit. And I actually had that happen to me. I think I told Jimbo about it one time. I got fucking attacked by a cat in the trap, and it ripped through a leather glove I had on. And I mean, like, it ripped it through. They thought I was going to have stitches, so I wound up going to the urgent care, and my doctor was like, no, my doctor was like, he was like, yeah, he's like, you don't have to worry about rabies. Usually that comes from saliva. He said, but you got to worry about cat scratch fever. He said, so we're going to do, they gave me this bottle of pills, and I had to start, it was like 10-day supply. I had to take like 10 the first day, then 9,
Jesus
then
Christ.
8, then 7.
Why can't it
6,
just
5,
be
4, 3,
one
2,
big
1.
freaking pill?
What the fuck?
And that was,
I don't make no damn sense.
Maybe a shot in the ass or something.
Bro, no, and he told me, he's like, they were
give
like,
me the
look,
penicillin,
like,
I'll be on my
like,
way.
It might not even, he said it should work. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, if your lymph nodes in your armpits and shit and your throat starts swelling up, you'll know that you got it. You'll have to come back. And
This is why you don't need to go to the doctor behind Gill's Market. That's that shit right there.
I didn't. I went to a doctor in the big city.
You're supposed to go to the hospital, the doctor at the hospital, Timmy, not Dr. Feelgood.
Yeah, exactly. Take this, little man. It'll make you feel better.
I just ate 10 ibuprofen and a Tide Pod, and then fucking took care of it.
Yeah, that's right. Cleaned her right up, bud.
All right.
He's a Tide Pod survivor. Tide Pod survivor.
No, like, I know, I hate that I have to say this, but I know, like, a lot of people bitch about his politics and shit, but we leave all that shit out. Politics aside, you can't take away from the guy's fucking guitar playing and shit. The dude's a fucking monster.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's a hell of a songwriter.
He ain't no Trey Bennett, but I mean,
if you haven't listened to Cat Scratch Fever, do it. And then if you want something that's not as Ted Nugent-y, go check out Damn Yankees after that. Yeah, I mean,
surprised he didn't pick a Damn Yankees album. I've been listening to Damn Yankees.
He's the Great White Hunter, man. And I mean, if he can have a band with Tommy Shaw, who is a fucking vegan, I mean, can't we all get along?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
That's true.
He actually made a statement. He was like, because they asked him in an interview, he's like, does it bother you that Tommy's a vegan? He said, no. He said, Tommy can eat all the rabbit food and I'll eat the fucking rabbit. That's what he's like, you know what I mean?
I think his son is a vegan too.
Yeah, he is. Rocco. I think it's Rocco.
Either vegan or vegetarian. I can't remember which.
Oh, yeah.
Each is their own, man.
He supports all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I've heard. He doesn't he ain't like a dick about it. He's just like, it's his decision.
Yeah.
I sent in a picture to the Spirit of the Wild when I shot that cat back there on the wall.
Nice.
Yeah. Because it was like sending your best photo to see if you could get featured on their like newsletter and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't get featured, but I did get a thank you for sending it.
Hey,
I was told that it was a nice cat, so you know.
Hey, I almost bought an M16 guitar that was signed by Ted Nugent at an NRA thing.
Hell yeah,
killer,
exactly.
Bro. When I said
I almost did it, almost pulled the trigger, literally.
Nugent, he was like, everybody here tonight is going home with a free machine gun. They had like all these plastic machine guns and shit. They were handing out.
Hell yeah, I'd love that.
That's it. Dude, that's
funny.
Hang that up in the studio.
To wrap up my Ted Nugent stuff here. One of the fucking loudest goddamn concerts I have ever been to, bro. I swear to God, they could hear that motherfucker in Russia when I heard him in Greensboro. And we were outside. It was so fucking loud, bro. It was like
You feel it
sold
loud.
out. It was like sold out. I think it was at the Coliseum complex, and they got this outdoor amphitheater that's like the Red Hat in Raleigh. It holds like 6,000 people. So he had like a sold out 6,000 people seater, and brought enough PA to fucking blow up Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
That's the only way. That's the only way to do it.
And that was
Only way
the
to go
only
if you're the
time-
Motor City
Only
Madman.
way.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
you got to
you.
be rock and
Well,
roll,
and that's
man.
the only time I ever seen him. He opened the show with Stranglehold. That was fucking amazing.
Oh, nice.
Right off the bat, opened
Right.
the show with Stranglehold, bro.
Killer.
Nice.
Oh
That's
yeah.
what's up.
But anyway, I will pass the baton to Trey.
The torch. I feel
The
you.
feather.
The
Yeah, the
feather. It's the pick of destiny.
That one would have been better. All right, Trey, what you been listening to, brother? Man?
I don't know if y'all noticed. I said I'm not at the house, so I can't actually show everybody my legit album. But I drew me a little. You can't see it. Stick figure of Marty Robbins, gunfighter ballads. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see it, but this guy's a little gun, little stick figure.
Like a first
You know what I mean?
screw it.
Everybody, the boys is showing off their albums and CDs and such. I figured I'd join in. So,
Bro, Timmy, tell me a first grader drew that shit.
I drew that while y'all were showing it off. So,
Lily,
it
come
had
here
to be
and see how
perfect.
bad your drawing was.
oh yeah, I bet.
That's
So
great.
that's what I've been listening to. Judgmental assholes. No,
All right.
So I've been listening to Marty Robbins, Gunfighter Ballads, boys. The one.
Yeah.
It's got Big Iron, Cool Water. Obviously, I'll just cut to the chase. It's got Big Iron, El Paso, Running Gun. The big ones. But
Mhm.
personally, my favorite is They're Hanging Me Tonight. I don't know if that's my favorite. Probably El Paso, just because that's what really got me into Marty Robbins. But yeah, I've been digging this album lately. Just getting down with it. And they released it in
I love El
September
Paso.
of 1959. Yeah, it was released in September of 1959. But check this out. What's really cool about this album is they recorded it April 7th. And they did it all in one session, like an 8-hour session. They recorded the whole album
Dang.
in
That's how you
one
do it.
session. That's how you do it.
Yeah, that's
That's
that
how you
Black Sabbath shit.
And it went, yeah. And it went gold in 1965, and then in '86 it went platinum. So and then in
Hell
like
yeah.
2010, in 2010 it was put. I couldn't remember what, but it was put in a video game, so it was like revamped. They put like a Big Iron and a Running Gun and stuff like that in this video game, so it kind of revamped Marty Robbins in a way.
I got you.
So, but I just been getting down to the man. He was actually the first. I told you guys before. He was the first artist, I believe, that that did a crossover. Like they considered that like pop country, I guess, back in the day in a way. But he did a song called White Sport Coat, and apparently that was like pop, and this is country. He was the first artist that ever like won awards in both like crossover
Did the
artists.
crossover. I got you.
Yeah, he was the first artist to do that. But man, anybody out there, if you want a good like storyteller, Marty Robbins is like the best. All his songs tell a story and like have meaning to them, or you can envision them. You know what I mean? The visual is there, the description that he sings in. It's great. You just can't mess with Marty. But, I mean that's me.
I don't know about
I
y'all.
don't
All I
know.
could hear was Trey
I
was like,
don't
he
know
was
about
the first multi-genre, and then all I could hear was that tablet. Ow!
Yeah, it happens. Hey, can't help it. When you got the kids, you got the kids.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's
That's
all
it,
right.
though.
See what she's doing.
Yeah.
Running around in
Marty
a badass
Robbins.
Kiss shirt, Dude, I love Marty.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
right. Yeah, Marty Robbins is the man. Like I said, to me personally, he's like the best storyteller. You know?
El Paso
And,
is my shit, bro. Anyway.
Yeah, if you haven't listened to the album, go back and listen to Gunfighter Ballads. He's got a song on there, like I said, They're Hanging Me Tonight, man. I ain't gonna lie, that song, it like hits me in a personal way.
Yeah.
With everything that happened with my sister, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That song right there, it really hits me in a personal way, because in the song he's talking about he was jealous, you know, of his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend or whatnot. So he kills her and the new guy she's seeing, you know. So with everything, and he says, like, in the song, you know, they're burying her tonight, or they're burying her tomorrow morning, but they're hanging me tonight. You know, it's kind of like I know anybody watching this could kind of be like, you know, raise your brows to it or whatever, but like it hits me in a personal way, you know, it's different than how I used to listen to it or anything like that with everything that's happened. So, but other than that, man, I just been digging some old Marty Robbins. I've been listening to a lot more than just this album, but overall, I've been mostly jamming this album last week or so. That
Trey, man,
you know,
I've been listening to the
little
Cat Scratch
Post Malone
Fever album, and I've been listening to Cat Scratch Fever and just a bunch of fucking outlaw country this week, dude. It's all I've been
That's funny.
to.
It's funny y'all mention that.
I don't know what
I've
it
been
is.
listening to a lot of.
I've been blessing that at
I've
work.
listened to a lot of Waylon Jennings.
Yeah.
Willie Nelson. I listened to a lot of Hank Williams
I was listening to
last
Waylon
week.
Jennings.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of
Hank Williams Sr., not Hank Williams Jr.
Yeah. I've been listening to a lot of fucking Willie Nelson.
That's right. Yeah, the man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking
Marty Robbins
that's
right
what's
up
up.
that fucking avenue, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I was actually thinking we should do an episode on the Waylon and Willie album.
We could. I got that fucking album.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's a good album, dude.
Some Johnny, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been really getting down to some old school country. That, and like I said, just random. Like, I listened to me and the guy I'm working with. Me and him are rooming together too. So, you know, we've been bullshitting. But at work, while we're working together, I got my Bluetooth speaker, man, and I just where we're at, we're away from everybody, so we just blast, you know, whatever we're feeling. So it'll be one minute, it'll be some 2000s pop, you know. And next minute, we're listening to a whole, like he asked me, put on that Marty Robbins. We listened to like the whole Gunfighter album, and some Beach, and then some Beach Boys, and then, you know, back to like some 2000s pop or Post Malone. Love Post Malone, man.
Yeah, they're listening to Nelly and Marty Robbins.
I have. I'm telling you, Nelly and Marty Robbins, dude. No shit. I have a mixed up list going on. 1 minute it's Akon, and then you got Sean Kingston, and then it's
bring out some Akon.
And then it's Kiss, and you hear Strutter, and then you hear Big Gun or El Paso, and a couple other country songs, and it's Madison Pop. It's whatever I'm feeling, bud. I don't judge. Whatever my ears like. Yeah. Whatever my ears like.
His fucking playlist is called Willie and the Diddler.
Willie and the Diddler, yeah. I seen a thing on that yesterday. No P. Diddy, all right? None of that.
Yeah.
No diddlers around here.
Trey said, I don't listen to R. Kelly. I pissed on enough people in my life.
Yeah, that's right. That life is behind me.
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's fucked.
God. Jesus. Well, Trey, you got any more on Marty Robbins, buddy?
No, that's what I was getting at. If anybody, you know, if you don't know Marty Robbins, I encourage you go listen to some fucking Marty Robbins, the Gunfighter Ballads and Trail songs, and also they got a Gunfighter Ballads too.
Hell yeah!
Awesome.
So to recap,
sorry, I blinked out right there.
Marty Robbins,
Gunfighter Ballads,
Marty Robbins,
and fucking
Gunfighter Ballads.
Down.
Yeah.
Now, what we want all you sociopaths that listen to us all the time to do is go listen to those 3 albums back to back.
Yeah.
Do them in order. You start off with System of a Down, go to Ted Nugent, then go to Marty Robbins. Just fucking, yeah.
Yeah, it'll
Sure.
put you at ease from all that. You slowly are winding down. You're starting full throttle. If you do it in the morning with System of the Down and work your way, you'll be going to bed by the time
See,
you're listening to Cool
they're either
Water.
going to
El
actually listen
Paso.
to the system, or they're just going to listen to the first 5 seconds and then just skip over. Go straight to the new
Skip. Yeah.
Somebody's gonna be listening to that for the first time. They're gonna be like, "What's a poontang?" Fucking.
Oh, why is there polka in this shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. The children.
Fucking, you know, we got some people that think all we do is listen to metal.
No, that's pretty cool, man.
Marty Robbins, be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, everyone had something completely
that guy
different.
likes Marty Robbins.
Thought it was cool.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, I love Marty Robbins. I love all music. Okay, I've been listening to a lot of doo-wop. If y'all don't know, the guys know. I'm a big fan of 50s doo-wop music.
Oh yeah,
you know?
Motown.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I get down with it. Anything my ears like, I like, no matter what genre.
Man,
I like
you know what else I've
to
been listening to this week? A bunch. Fucking Cool in the Gang.
Yeah.
Cool in the Gang. Yeah.
Dude, I fucking love me some Cool in the Gang, man. I'll be fucking grooving. Fucking ladies' night.
Outside of the outlaw country and Ted Nugent, all I've been listening to other than that's been fucking Blotter.
Hey.
Right. Like I'm not even lying. Like I just fucking.
I got
Scratch Fever. Listening to New Horizon.
Yeah.
One of the higher ups. I was actually talking to one of the higher ups the other day.
Oh yeah, new single next week.
Yeah, that's right. Don't forget it.
Yeah, it's coming.
Oh yeah,
it'll fit right in with these 3 fucking albums we just mentioned.
That's right. It is. Especially
maybe not
the last one.
System of a Down.
Definitely fit in.
That was my biggest influence writing this song. What do you mean?
Yep.
Oh, you know what's actually funny is Darren Malakian actually writes most of the System of a Down songs on acoustic guitar.
Fuck yeah.
That's right.
So like all the heavy shit, he always writes it on acoustic guitar first.
Yeah,
and it's always in standard. He said he never drops it down until he goes to record it on electric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, very unrelated to these albums, but I learned that Kip Winger writes a lot of his shit on the piano first.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, and
that's cool. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah. That way.
Didn't you tell me his mom? Didn't you tell me his mom was a classically trained pianist?
I believe she is. Yeah, it was either pianist
or his mom or his dad or something. Oh yeah, one of those things.
Yeah, his whole family were classically trained. He writes music for he writes like symphony music.
Interesting.
Kip does. Yeah, he's won like awards and shit for that. Oh yeah.
I can see that in the music.
He was a huge ballet.
There's like a symphonic.
Yeah.
Feel
if you listen to Can't Get Enough, I was about to say I get it from listening to Can't Get Enough.
Yeah.
It's very
like
all the other instrumentals in the back.
Stuff.
Yeah, the backup vocals and it actually has a lot of sense.
Like a lot of the 80s guys, like when you watch them dancing in the videos and shit, they had to be trained to get to dance. Like the choreographers would train them how to do moves and shit. Kip never did any of that. Kip's like a trained ballet dancer and shit, bro.
Whoa.
Done it ever since. Yeah, like all them spins, he already knew how to do all that shit, bro.
I hear you.
Yeah.
To each his their own. We don't judge.
I was like,
we don't judge. It's all about that.
Okay.
Hey, it's all about that footwork when you're up there. It's all about that footwork.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I'll send y'all the interview where he was like fucking I'll send y'all the interview where he was like, he's like, my mom's like classically trained. My brother and sister, they play with like all these grand concerts. And they were like, oh, what does Kip do with his life? Well, he plays bass for Alice Cooper. You know.
Yeah.
Which to me, that's like the ultimate achievement. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
God damn. You know.
I'd go play bass for him right now.
Fuck yeah. Still Jimbo's 5-string out there in the studio. I'll see you.
That's right.
The skillet's already there.
I'll be home. I'll be home soon. I'll be home soon.
Trey's supposed to come
Yeah.
get the Thunderbird here soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
He's like, I need a base to use,
Put
man.
that Joker in D.
Dude,
You
I can
base
get it
use,
next
man.
weekend when I'm up there.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
that's
that
true.
sounds good. I might be up to. What is next weekend? We'll have to talk about this later, Timmy.
Yeah.
Beach Boys.
Beach Boys concert. Mania, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Next Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Well, all right.
Anyway,
Anyway, so to recap it, System of a Down, Jimbo's pick for this
Mesmerized,
week.
Hypnotized,
Mesmerized,
System of a Down.
Hypnotized, a great fucking album that everybody should
Hey, I
listen
got it
to.
right that time.
Yeah, my album, Ted Nugent, Cat Scratch Fever. Enough said. I mean, you know. And
He had to do. I've seen that.
Oh, the wrong way.
And then,
Uh,
oh yeah,
this is-
Marty Robbins,
this is Trey's
Gunfighter
future,
Ballads.
This is Trey's future
There you
mustache
go.
he's working on, you know. You know,
Oh,
Trey,
man.
tell everybody your fucking your
Yeah, see. I didn't even see he had a gun, dude. That's funny.
Marty Robbins, Gunfighter Ballads. Oh my goodness!
That was
Gunfighter
the best part of the episode.
And trail
all
songs.
I can think about is like Titanic when fucking Leo's sitting there drawing the
Oh,
he's like, yeah,
yeah.
I'm a good face drawing like the worst fucking stick figure you've ever seen while she's laying on the couch.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny.
I think that's a good way to end
I love
Yeah, that's a good spot to end right there.
Oh god.
Yeah. Tell us if you liked the episode, if you like this show and tell setup. Give us a like, comment, subscribe, follow, whatever you gotta do. Tell us if you have any suggestions, anything you want us to talk about, or just shit on Trey's
How
artwork.
much you like Trey's artwork?
That's right. That's right. And pretty soon we're gonna do the Vegas series. It might just be my artwork.
There you go.
No, we'll put it on the wall in the studio, dude.
Oh yeah, it's going on there.
Don't
I'm
throw it
gonna
away.
frame it before I leave.
Trey's artistic.
I'm gonna frame it.
Put
Oh,
it
no,
on
it's
the
in the book,
fridge.
dude. Nothing gets stowed away in the book.
Trey's
Yeah.
artistic
Right.
quality never made it past Doodle Bob fucking.
He's infected by Doodle Bob.
Quality. Quality. You
All
can't-
right,
Right.
and don't forget,
Hey.
Once you've reached,
No new
that,
single.
you can't surpass it.
don't forget, new single coming out Friday.
That's right.
Yes.
New single coming
Fucking
out
A.
Friday.
Give him the date, Timmy.
My boy.
June 14th,
June 14th.
That's my daughter's birthday.
2024.
Yes,
Yeah.
Hey.
sir.
New single coming out. Everybody chime in. Check it out.
Yeah.
Hit us up. Let us know what you
Absolutely.
think about it.
Find us
Check
on
this
all social
podcast.
medias. We're on TikTok now.
That's
We're on
right.
Instagram.
Like, subscribe.
Blotter Band 1, Facebook.com, The Real Blotter. Because, you know, we're the shit like that. And obviously YouTube. You can always find us on YouTube. That's like our fucking main
That's right.
source of everything Blotter.
That's right.
Yep.
All right,
right, boys.
fellas.
Remember,
Remember, wherever you go.
Remember, there you
there you
are.
are. All right.
All right, boys.
All right, fellas.
All right, bud.